Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on improving your shoulder flexion. And the way we're going to start this off is by releasing the pec major and minor using a 5-inch ball and a yoga block against the wall. Here you can see I am doing micro movements by simply moving back and forth and side to side on the most tender spot that I have found within the pec major and minor. Go ahead and do this for 30 seconds. Now from here, go ahead and pin down the most tender spot that you have found and perform a pin and stretch, which is basically moving your arm through its full ranges of motion while that spot is pinned down. So you're going to help release the tissues and help the fascia slide underneath. From here, we're moving into the anterior deltoid, the muscle right next to the pec major and minor. And once again, we're going to look for the most tender spot by performing micro movements by going back and forth and side to side on the most tender spots. Now, once again, go ahead and do some pin and stretching on the anterior deltoid. Just pin down the most tender spot and take your arm through its full ranges of motion. Don't forget to go into extension and even rotation. Now, from here, go ahead and repeat this on the other side. And now we're moving into the upper traps. For this, go ahead and lean over into the ball, then push your upper traps into it using the yoga block to get away from the wall. You can also do this into a corner if you have one available by you. But once again, we're going to look for the most tender spot that we can find and perform micro movements for 30 seconds. From here, go ahead and do a pin and stretch on the upper traps by either rotating and stretching the neck, or by taking the arm and moving that through its full ranges of motion, or a combination of the two. All right, go ahead and repeat this on the other traps. Now we're moving into the lats. For this, go ahead and find the most tender spot underneath the shoulder blade and on your back, and pin it down and perform some micro movements. Don't forget your lats control extension, which is why you want to release them, because they could be holding back your flexion. From here, do a pin and stretch on your lats by taking your arm and moving it through its full range of motion. Of course, this also includes rotation and across the body. All right, from here, move into the posterior deltoid. Again, do some micro movements on the most tender spots. This is not the same as the lats. You are now on the shoulder instead of the back. All right, now from here, do a pin and stretch on the rear delts. Again, pin down the most tender spot and take that arm through its full range of motion, including going up and across the body and rotation. And of course, go ahead and repeat this on the other side.